It appears that we have a number of dead dwarves first off. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any proper mounds for them, so they will have to be a burnt dwarf. Though not the usual ones that they think on. Hold on, what is this? A dwarf-made keepsake. Yes, we will need this to be remembered, but I think... Oh, hold on. Angmarim. Angmarim all over the place. Well, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised with that. Well, we can just deal with them. Deal with his friend there. And find the members of the party. This looks like a nasty place. I have to deal with this priest before I could... Uh-oh. This isn't good. This is bad. You are joking me. What in the world? Good grief. Oh. Well, I have to think of an alternate way of finishing that off, that's for sure. I couldn't quite recover everything in there, but I should at least map this area. And I hope that that'll have to do. Now, I need to find Howler's Notch. This looks like Howler's Notch. Let's add that to our map. And I think that's everything. Well, except for one dwarf burial. There are some nasty places up there.
Our need is dire.
Yeah, Luca flew off not too long ago. And where is Eichrig? This doesn't bode well. Why does Eichrig require such secrecy? Though I suppose we can only wait for her. The orcs had a hand in Goffin's death, and now that Angmarim might have too. Goffin, my old friend, what did you get yourself into? Well, that's a good question.
I?
Soon after we began investigating Goffin's death, scouts reported Angmarim activity nearby. The Angmarim appear to be searching for something, but I can't venture close enough without meeting the pointy end of a dwarf blade. They're too craven to attack us openly, but they aren't welcome. I'd wager a couple have settled themselves behind Anakherfu, while the others watch the path leading up to here. You won't have to look very far. Find out why they're skulking around, while getting rid of them, of course. Well, alright, I will see about that, but I've had enough encounters with Angmarim already. Is this crystal what you were looking for, Mother Amma?
Make sure to do your share of the work.
Ah, you returned with the crystal. I could smell you before you even entered the hall. Come then, and give it here and let me see what we have.
No complaining.
My initial examination of the crystal you brought me is troubling, Pineleaf. We need to learn more, but I require a larger amount of study. Yes? I have heard tell of more of these fell stones in the war camp, Howler's Notch. Bring me what you find, that we might uncover their secrets. Howler's Watch. I was just came from there. found your overdue scout, and like some of the others, it was actually alive.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
Yes, Logi told me that he asked you to thin the ranks of the enemies of Zarkul Zulum. Well done, friend. You've done us a great service this day.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
But the information you gathered will help us when we push forward to reclaim Zarkul Saloon. A scout returned while you were away with the news of a war camp not far from where you found my clumsy brother. If you are still of a mind to help, make your way to Howler's Notch and put down as many of those abominations as you can. Oh, and good luck, and I heard tell of a monstrous warg in the area, so do be careful. A monstrous warg. Wonderful.
Yes?
And yes, Logi told me that you were checking the camp for us. Thank you. There seem to be a number of drakes in the area. And anything worse down here? Yes, an Angmarim. That's what else is down here. Well, as long as we don't have a trivirate of priests, I should be able to handle this. There you go. Now, tell me where any of your friends are at? No, I didn't think so. Wait, this scout had orders from Lothar to capture Agreed for betraying the Trev Dunedain. Well, so she is a Trev Dunedain. I was wondering about that. So, I figured something like that. Though I suppose King Elessar won't be happy if I refer to the Trev Duvardane as the Trev Dunedain. I don't know. I suspect he will take offense. So, I better get that word right in the future. I wonder if there's anything else up here. Bloodshed. And drakes. I don't know if they're related to each other, but they could be. This doesn't bode well for the scouts. Trail reach seems to run off to the... Oh. Yeah. It does seem to be pointing to Shakal. Okay, so this is the same scout group that I was burying earlier. Well, some hope that may have been a different group. Actually, maybe it's just as well that's the same group, because if it was a different group, then there may be another group of dead scouts. Well, let me check in one more time, though I don't think I'm going to take care of that last body. Yeah, things still look pretty grim here. More blood. Oh my. So, sounds like to me they were performing some horrific ritual. Where'd the Angmarim go? Oh, I had to ask that question, right? It looks like somebody was fighting them. Of course, we had to run into them at the... Oh! This is going to be bad. Okay, good. I think more than one person is needed to deal with these. Terrible, terrible. There you go. There you go. Aha! That time I stopped you. Whew. Thank you. That could have been painful. Oh, come on. Fine, 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 fine. Let's see what we got here. All right, down here. Oh. Hey, would I be able to pick up that last one? Well, we can obviously see that something nasty's happened down here. Unfortunately, by the time I finish with this guy, the rest may have been returning. Alright, let's see if I can build. The Angmarim priest is performing a ritual with the recently slain. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. And good. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Can I do that? Ooh. Well, that was lucky that they didn't replace that priest yet. A little hole in the defenses. I'll have to thank whoever that was that helped me to finish this. Whew. And once he's down, we can get out of this place and never have to worry about it. I hope. Whew. Good. I'm out of here. Back to Howler's Notch. As long as it's not infested with those Angmarim priests, I should be fine, right? But it is infested with wargs, apparently. Well. Hey, you look a little cagey. No, don't worry. I'll keep on ribbing you. Hey, stop doing that to me. Thank you very much. Now, I also need to find some of these. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's that. Wait. That's the big warg, I guess, that they were talking about? How bad is that warg? Can't be worse than facing 3 Angmarim priests at the same time, right? Oh, actually, it could have been just a regular stalker then. Well, that's always a possibility, because they seem to be sneaky. But that one wasn't sneaking around. So that's why I think it... Where did it go? Well, maybe it does sneak around. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Well, maybe I just can't pay attention. Let's see. I think there may be one of those crystals I'm looking for there. We have to find that out in a moment, but this is going to take some doing. I still think 2 wargs is easier than 3 Angmarim priests. Anything's easier than 3 Angmarim priests. Alright, maybe fighting a frost giant isn't, but that's another matter. Now for you. And then we can investigate what is in there. Hey, let's go into Howler's Notch. I mean, how hard can that be? Ooh, let's see. Ah, yes. A strange crystal. And we'll just take care of this. Just a regular stalker. Wasn't that super big, horrendous warg that I was warned about. But there are certainly plenty of others all over here. Any of them would like to have Hobbit for lunch. Ooh, this looks nasty. Maybe the big warg is in here, and perhaps the rest of the crystals. And what is this? Yes. This place is littered with crystals. Alright. And wargs, of course. Of course it'd be littered with wargs. Filled with wargs. All sorts of nasty things with wargs. How about replete with wargs? Lousy with wargs? Let's see. Ooh. A wealth of wargs? Well, I don't want a wealth of wargs. That would be probably not much in the way of wealth if you've got wargs all over the place. More wargs ahead. All over the place. There seem to be some more strange fractured crystals here. Of course, there's a warg guarding it, but what do you expect in this place? A warg is guarding everything. And I still haven't seen that large warg, if it still exists. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. It heard that I was coming. Let's see what this is. Fractured crystals. Oh, hello! That is a big warg. What big teeth you've got! Well, I'll have to take care of the big teeth. Yikes. I think its mouth is bigger than my head. I'm pretty sure its mouth is bigger than my head. I almost think the whole thing could swallow me whole. Maybe the armor will give it indigestion if it tried to do that. Oh. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm done with this place. Well, if I don't get pounced on by another one of our whelps. Wargs! They're just a pain to deal with. I should go back to those Angmarim scouts. I think they were easier. As long as they're not accompanied by a trio of priests. Ah! I see another one of their scouts up there. Now, let's say one more chance to see if I can find out any more information. If I don't get anything else, I think it'll be time to return and report in what I found. So it sounds like to me that she doesn't like the Angmarim, and the Angmarim don't like her. That's pretty much all I can figure from all of that. Oh. And I don't like worms either. But at least they don't have as big a mouth as that den mother had. Right, right. Thank goodness for some small comforts there, if you could call this a comfort. Ah. Done. This is all I could find pertaining to those Angmarim scouts.
Aye.
So, the Trev Duvardane, the hillman who allied with Angmar? Aye, I can see now why Akregu should shroud her actions from us. Still, if the Angmarim are hunting her down, her alliances are clear. We ought to help her. Right.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
Luhag flew away while you were gone and pestered me to no end. I believe she wants to lead me somewhere, but I can't abandon my post, nor does she seem to trust anyone other than us. Please follow her, Pine Leaf. I have a feeling that you'll find Akrig at the end of all this. Alright, I will do that. I got a couple other things to report first. I'm afraid I have some bad news relating to those scouts.
Only a Drak shows mercy in battle.
All dead and slain by Angmarim? If I had known those evil men were in league with Gundabad, I would have sent out war parties, not just an agile scouting party. There is no time to grieve now, my friend. We shall mourn and grieve after Gundabad is taken.
Put your back to the past and to the wind.
Being able to defend and heal others is a sign of a good soldier. I trust that, with your experience, you've healed many a wound before. Several scouts around Arachurfu need your aid. You had best to patch them up, and the healers will do a more thorough job later. Alright, so some quick there, and also
We have come too far to turn back now.
a burned dwarf is a dwarf with honor. You have my thanks in this sad task that you set yourself for. My thoughts have brightened with the news that you have returned with their keepsakes. Now their families will have something more than memories to hold. I found your crystals.
Make sure to do your share of the work.
I thought I was accustomed to the stench of those rocks by now, but with so many in one place, it is nearly overwhelming. Ah yes, these stones hold even more of the corruption than the first you brought hither. I suppose that explains the enhanced smell. Put them into the chest there, will you? That should keep the fumes contained while I study each one. Alright then. There you go.
Keeping in good cheer.
Whew, thank you, Pine Leaf. That was worse than sour sulfur. I shall need some time to examine the crystals that you brought. Go now and tell Gunvald to keep his scouts away from those abominations. Then return to me. Gunvald. Oh. Well, I might as well treat you since I happen to run by you. That'll do. Alright, good. Alright, any that I happen to see, I'll treat, but I'm not gonna look out for them at the moment because I need to find Gunvald, right? Good. Well, of course, they seem to be everywhere. Well, I hope you feel better. I managed to deal with a bunch of wargs, Gunvald.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
So you found and killed the pack and its leader. A grisly deed to be sure, but we could not have the wargs at our backs as we press forward to the wall?
Our need is dire.
You've done much to thin the ranks of our enemy, Pineleaf. Our scouts have thus been able to slip closer to the walls of Gundabad. If you're still able to help, bring the scroll to Scout Borchild and lend her what help you may. Well, it might be a while before I get out there, but I will be ready for that. And I also helped Mother Amma with some crystals.
Our need is dire.
I was wondering what that smell was. Well, thank you for the information, Pineleaf. It will let my scouts know to give these crystals a wide berth. Please thank Mother Amma, Amma for me. All right, you're welcome. I bring you his thanks.
Keeping in good cheer.
Ah, that Gunvald is a solid rock. Always has the proper amount of courtesy.
Make sure to do your share of the work.
Yes, oh Piney, if I am deeply concerned about these fell rocks, I have consulted with Jim Cutter's family tome, and I believe that these crystals are an element called sarrowstone. These rocks have been found to appear to have been altered in some way, however. There is some unholy power in these sarrowstones that seems responsible for the mutations in the wargs that you've been battling. I have crushed a few of these stones on my anvil, and the corruption dissipates like dust when they're destroyed. I hear that you are heading north to battle more enemy at Malkarlash. Whilst there, shatter any Sarrow stones that you come across. Alright, fine. I will do that the next time I'm up there, whenever that is. What? More?
No complaining.
Yes, one of the scouts brought back a few pieces of parchment they found scattered across the Elder Slade. They seem to be part of an account recording the study into the strange crystals. Perhaps you can locate the rest? They might unlock the secrets of the stones. 10 pages. What else do these dwarves have in store? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of The Legacy of Durin.